Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeons. We are going to be spinning the wheel once. It's been like a week and a half since I last did the wheel spin because there was a lot to do with the well-purchased night identities. So let's see. There's a couple new options. There's a couple not so new options that have been there since the beginning that we just haven't spun yet. But there's currently 21 entries on the wheel. So let's see what's the joke today going to be? What's the comedic joke for the day? Okay. Alright, this is a funny one. I'm going to need to cut for a second. I think the joke here is going to be fairly obvious, though. Alright, so here we are on my alt account. I barely used this account. I made this, like, I think May. And it's basically just an account where I've just got a bunch of, like, I've barely used this account. I've gotten far enough to get through, like, you know, the actual story and stuff. Although I never, like, actually use it, so, like, it has barely anything. This is basically the best team I've got. And I haven't even beaten Mirror Dungeon 2 on this account before, so I can't even do Mirror Dungeon 2 hard. Alright. That's fine. We do this. Like, there's no Starlight on this account, logically. And I think this is, like, the team I use to deal with, like, the later parts in this account. Like, Blade Lineage, N Corp, R Corp, Ping Ping. I think I used LCCB, and that's the only one here I actually have it upside 3, yeah. Barring, you know, default. Yeah, you... Oh yeah, we've actually got an ego for you. Because, you know, I actually did a little bit of, you know, the first season. Actually, we've got an ego for you, don't we? Yeah, I just didn't throw on... I got Pursuance and Capote. There we go. This is what I've got on this account. So it'll be interesting doing a run without Starlight. Things could theoretically stagger. I've got, like, no cost to start out with. I'm so probably very used to starting out with cost at this point. That's weird. And, who do I go with? We'll do... something like this, sure. I've got you at upside 4, actually. That's silly. I'm pretty sure the only reason I actually got him to upside 4 was because I forgot about the fact that he gets auto uptied in, the Canto 4 Mirror Dungeon. He gets automatically brought to upside... No, I think he only gets brought to upside 3, though. Maybe he gets maxed out. I think he gets brought to, like, a max level, max uptie, at least for the time. Simply because you're forced to bring Yisong to the dungeon in Canto 4. Liu Gregor, of course, is always doing nothing. And, you know, I definitely made sure to use, you know, the classic support Grip Sinclair when I needed it. Let's see. I do have... Thanks to the fact that I was able to get, like, 600 lunacy or something from just, like, recent updates, this account actually will be able to do a 10 pull, so who knows, maybe we'll get something new and cool. Maybe we'll do it on the Well-Purchased Night banner. It would be really funny if I managed to, like, first try get, you know, the Well-Purchased Night stuff on the alt account, but, you know, take almost 300 pulls to get anything on my main account. And that would fit my luck quite well. But we did see the animations for Warp Yisong today. They look cool. Once again, I'm sure it's going to be a cool unit. The main reason why I'm bothered is because Dongring is probably one of my favorite characters in Limbus that isn't part of Limbus Company itself, alongside Samjo and, like, Effie Zoud. And if we're not getting his identity now, like, it doesn't seem like they're ever, you know, bothering to add identities for previous seasons. At least so far they haven't. Maybe someday down the line we will, but it's really seeming like we might just never get Farm Watch at this rate. It definitely makes sense, like, the fact that there's only going to be a week left of Season 2 when the banner comes out, like, that definitely wouldn't be logical. Makes me just wish they did, like, sooner or something then. It makes perfect sense that they're not doing it now. See? Rigor clashing. Yeah, this team's doing decently. This is the kind of team I would, you know, probably run if I was like, yeah, let me make a random team of like decent units. The main reason for that's probably just because I think Ting Tang Hong Lu is one of the most fun identities in the game. Just because Mutilate Go Burr. And also Liu Gregor is one of my personal favorites. So it makes enough sense, I'd say. Let's see what we'll do with this account. I'm pretty sure, pretty sure it was September I got this account up to date with all the stuff for Kanto 4 and SEA. Simply because I was like, oh, I should do a joke run, like sooner or later, like where I, you know, do the alt account. So I put it on the wheel, you know, eventually. And I was like, yeah, that could be funny. And yeah, we finally rolled it. Really wonder why Hell's Chicken is the loading screen, though. It's been several months since I last used the account, so I could not tell you. Actually, it was probably in order to get Lunacy. I was probably, like, close to getting, like, a 10-pull or something at some point. And I just wanted to, because I think I've gotten every single Lunacy reward from the actual main story on this account. Even for Kanto 4, as insane as that is. Just because, like, I'm not spending any money on this account. That's part of, like, the plan. This is the free-to-play account that I never use. So, like, you can pretty easily get, like, something decent even if you are free-to-play, and then just play the game with that. Definitely can't have nearly as much, like, variety, I guess, but you can still get a very good team going. And I'm sure there's gotta be someone out there who is free-to-play but has everything in the game. Well, there might have been. I feel like in that situation, if you get unlucky in World Purchase Night, you're just doomed. Which would be really unfortunate. It's definitely doable for, you know, the non-World Purchase Night stuff. You can just grind mirror dungeons to get the maximum amount of boxes for shards, just summon identities of your choice. Although I'm sure it's a pain to get all the egos you miss from, like, the battle passes. I guess there's only 3 paid egos in Season 2. So that's only, like, what, 1,200 shards? Which is a lot, don't get me wrong, but not that much. Not compared to, like, Season 1 had, like, what, 13 egos in total on the battle pass? And I think, like, 5 of them were paid, I'm pretty sure. That's like even worse. That's 2,000 shards worth of egos to get from the dispenser. Multi-target damage? Sure, we've got multi-target attacks. We've got, like, Ebony Stem, we've got Land of Illusion. That's about it, though. And we'll go over to the shop. We've got no cost. That's fine, we can still keep on going for the shop. There's not really a reason to do anything else. What do you, Mr. Poise? Mr. Poise. Still looking good. His Sandy's negative 13 because of the Ash guy. The guy who gives you the guy who gave us the ego gift on the previous floor. And just reduced everyone's sanity a little bit. Hopefully he'll be able to build his sanity back without too much of an issue. He already did win a clash. Or that might have been a one-sided attack. It was probably a one-sided attack, actually. No, it was a clash. Yeah, he clashed. He's at negative 3 now. That's better. Like, Blade Lineage G-Sung's definitely not a unit to sleep on, though, so, like, it makes sense. Unfortunately, he can't clash here because he's slow. staggered the person before he got to counter, which means that Yi-Sun can pretty easily finish him off.
흉터의 결과야. 단테님 봤어요?
The fourth coin? Oh no, never mind. I didn't even consider the fact that there would be no need for a fourth coin whatsoever.
단테님 봤어요? 너무 쉽군요.
There we go. Very swell. Very, very swell. I also already did the daily pulls on my main account. We'll just do like a 10 pull or something on this account this episode. But I didn't get anything. I think I just got 1 stars. So nothing there. No, goodbye. Hello. But yeah, speaking of nothing there, vaguely connected. Tomorrow's another Lob Corp stream. Feel free to join in. We're gonna do Apocalypse Bird and very likely start the Keter trials. So there's really not much left of the Lob Corp stream. So if you want to, join in, now's the best time you'll have. Probably. I already did I did a little bit of gaming off screen. And I mean a little bit. I basically just reset like once until I got Big Bird so that we'd be ready. I didn't research Big Bird or anything. The only thing that got, missed out on a stream was I think I maxed out Night of Despair. And then I, memory repository, and then I got Big Bird. So we've got, Sword Sharp and tier stuff now. Which will be cool for the people that want that. It is a cool ego, so I'm glad we get that. Oh yeah, also backwards block, but like, that's a cool Labno, and it's one that I would have never taken, in the main timeline. Oh, min roll at max sanity. We love Mutilate. Like, they're still dead, don't get me wrong, but it's just so funny. We love gambling. And there we go. Now we get to go to a shop with. We've got a little more cost now. I forgot how little cost you gained without, like the star rewards that increase your cost gains and stuff like that. We're definitely not changing skills, but maybe there's gonna be something cool to get. Food all pinpoint logic circuit. We can give Marcel another skill 2, maybe. Yeah, I guess that'll work. That's half of our cost just to change a skill 1 to a skill 2. We need to take a risky encounter. We need to fund our army. Because right now the army is not being funded well at all. Road Spanner, that's easy enough. Yep. We're winning all our clashes, most likely. Stagger Plus. Stagger Plus Gaming. No one else got Stagger, dude. That's fine. Because we don't have a lot of Pierce. Shank's like our best Pierce source on this team, so we'll be able to get a couple Shanks off here. It'll probably just stagger, possibly kill both of those 2 people it's being used on. Especially because like the first 3 coins are definitely gonna get these guys below 25% HP. So we're gonna get the 4th coin no matter what. We might not even need the 4th coin for most of them, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Didn't need the 4th coin for this guy. And we're also probably not going to need a 4th coin for this guy. What a stupid skill. Like, Mutilate's a really funny one, but Shank is just so insane. Actually, we don't even need to attack with anyone else this turn. We just need Mutilate. And assuming we don't get super unlucky, and I have got a great track record when it comes to gambling, we'll just kill them. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, we've only got the Dante announcer on this account. God. How silly. Luckily, Mirror Dungeon 2 normal buffs all your people's levels to 35. So, like, that's not an issue. Either Apple or Calendar. Apple it is? Okay. But, okay, what was I saying? You just put the poise, honestly. Yeah, okay. What was I talking about? That's a tough one. Oh yes,
죄를 새겨주겠어.
so even though my units are they're all level like 25 or something. Like, I don't even have any of my units maxed, I don't think, beyond maybe Yisung, who's probably the worst person to have maxed, because in the Kanto 4 dungeon, as I mentioned before, he gets max level already anyways. To prevent people from being doomed, if they're forced to bring him. Yeah. You're gonna get staggered this turn. Yep. That's for sure. You gain more charge count. You need a Clash Win to gain poise count. You're not gonna get it's a Clash Win. Yeah, no chance. And I mainly say that because this guy's getting staggered before Yizun gets a chance to clash. Well, that's fine. His skill 3 gives him some boys stuff, too. It's a shame we couldn't, save it for a little later down the run. Or later down the fight. Run, God. But that's okay. You can keep it. Yeah, there we go. Boys next turn. And we almost even brought him to 1 HP. Not that that makes any difference, but could have been funny. Okay, we can gain some poise count with this one. So we'll do that. You need to clash this. You should probably clash this. Let me think. Can we win these? You're probably not going to. No, enactment's good. That's right. It's a good clasher because it's a 4 to 16. Don't know why I phrased like that, like it was, a ruinous skill, and that's, the actual entire range. No, it's either 4 or 16 in this case. It's not, anywhere within that range. And it's more likely to be the 16. For some good damage. Mutilate should be good. This guy probably resists the Gluttony. I can't tell. He's neutral to slash. He's weak to blunt on the head. There goes the head, though. You're going to be immobilized next turn, and we're just going to be able to wail on you even more. Which one has more defense level down? The body's got 4 defense level down, although the head's weaknesses is weak to everything, so it's probably still a better choice, so we'll do that. And Shank actually works on the head because, it's based on body part HP instead of being based on, the enemy's entire HP. For abnormalities, at least. So, it's good. Simple as that. And you're weak to this, we know that for sure. Blunt sloth weak baby. And Shank might just kill. Yep, definitely. Oh no, not quite. I counted my eggs. I counted my geese before they hatch. That's a saying, I think. Yeah. Let's see. Everyone gains charge count. 2 more people have enemy skills. We definitely have that. Healing doesn't matter. We'll take lightning rod, sure. Really good for Mercil. And what's the plan here? Yeah, okay. Looks good. Don't know why I went down up when we can just go straight here, but I think the point is made either way. Ooh, alt account door disappearance. Like, why have they not patched this out? Like, it's such a strange thing you can do. I don't understand why it's still in the game. There's nothing else like this in the entire game. The fact that you can just press, like, the 1 key to flash it, the 2 key to change the symbol from the right, or the 3 key to make the door open and close on its own. Why is it still in the game? Is it going to be used later down the line? I don't know. It's just one of those things that just deeply fascinates me for reasons that are really hard to explain. It doesn't really shock me that I'm so enthralled by such a meaningless thing. Now I am. Okay. Okay, I think on this account, when I was actually going through the main story, I think against a lot of bosses, I would only bring 5 people because I had such like mid people,
너무
so that way I
쉽군요.
could just make sure Yisan gets like another skill slot on like Adno fights. Then he can build up even more poise and just stuff like the actual bosses. I'm pretty sure I only used 5 people on Dongrang, which led to it being a really funny fight. I feel like we almost lost several times. I'm pretty sure we failed some crucial gimmick and we got mass attacks, but we like barely lived. Otis corroded at some point, I think. Otis and Mursal, since they're the only 2 on this team that can actually corrode. You like that guy. A little bit of good luck. We do this. Okay. We'll see who Muley decides to kill, because it's definitely killing the Pride guy with his 30 HP. And then whoever else it kills, it hits might just kill.
너무
The Gloom guys
쉽군요.
are weak to Gluttony.
너무
Yeah,
쉽군요.
as expected. 209 damage as well. Because that guy was staggered, he was weak to the slash and the Gluttony, since, you know, he's naturally weak to Gluttony. But normally he's weak to Pierce and Gluttony, so... Pierce, Gluttony, and Envy, I'm pretty sure, is their weaknesses. Slowly but surely memorizing the weaknesses of everything in this game. Oh, the coin. That's really good if we want to use some egos. Or even if we don't want to use egos and we just want to use Mutilate. Oh, I think Mutilate might not work properly with the coin. I don't remember. Next turn we'll get Mutilate. Next turn. But in the meantime, Flank Thrust. Weakness. Pathetic. Act Judgment should do decently here, I'd hope. Not nearly as decently as I was hoping for. Is she the only, like... I'm trying to think, is N-Corp Dawn the only Tremor unit that does not burst Tremor on skill 3? Like, pretty much all of them are like the skill 3 burst Tremors, but she's skill 2 and no skill 3. Even stuff like the Molarite and these, they may have bursts on their skill 2, but also their skill 3s. You know, unless I'm missing someone. I'm pretty sure like base Merzal, base Heathcliff, Zvi Sinclair, LCCB Ishmael, what else are Tremor units? All 3 of the Road Spanners. Anything I'm missing? There might be. As far as Tremor goes. I guess, I guess Molar Boatwork Sinclair? I don't think he's got a burst tremor on his skill. Does he even have
따라준다면 좋겠네요.
Is it a burst tremor? I know it gives tremor count, but does it also burst tremor? Marbo or Sinclair. I'll look this up. Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, it bursts tremor on himself, but it doesn't burst tremor on the enemy. You know, he just physically doesn't have a burst tremor on enemies. He's purely a setup tremor unit, which is really funny. But he still technically can burst tremor because he can do it to himself. Whether or not that counts is up to you. Full body attack, sure. Yeah, and Dawn's just unique, and you know her tertiary is her N-Corp synergy. That's the one with all the nails. Right? Yeah, like nails, some tremor count, only a little bit though. They got a lot of nails, you do some debuffs too. What a strange unit.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
Go hard. How much cost are we at now? Because after this we get another shop, but like, I've got no idea if we're going to be able to do anything at all with the shop. We'll see.
단테님 봤어요? 혈이 남자오.
Okay, nice. Pierce weak. You're the only one who isn't staggered. And we're neutraling you with Gregor. I believe in Gregor. I think this will go great. I think, look, yeah, he did win this clash. There we go. Mutilate kills, of course. We'll see who else it attacks. Whoever else it attacks is definitely dead. Yeah.
너무 쉽군요.
Mutilate my beloved. We're gonna use him more. The issue is just, like, it often feels lame because of how many enemies will just start resisting Slash. It's really good in, you know, focus encounters when you can actually target who to kill with Mutilate. That's for sure. But in normal encounters, you're kind of up to luck. If you're lucky and it's weaker enemies, you can just kill people at full HP with it. You know what? Why not? That's a tier 4 Elite. We gotta fill out the codex in this account. We could have given Hongwu another Mutilate, which would have been funny too. But this way we are in fact going to start every fight with 10 charge on everyone. Which is really good for Mursal especially. Although looking like how it works, his passive doesn't trigger. Yeah, oh, it's end of the turn. I see it, so that makes sense. 6 for 5 charge count, yeah. Still gain, you know, his plus 4 speed max. Will go become a 3 to 9. Which isn't the best, but that's good I don't have the Starlight rewards in this count. And you know, we'll ego with you. Could also ego with you. I'm fine with going for a neutral, though. It'll work out. Gotta believe in Yi-sung. He's very skillful. Mutilate? No, it's not killing or anything. These guys resist it. But he's doing it again because of the coin, yeah. God. Inflicting even more defense level down thanks to the nail. I definitely tell the second Mutilate was doing more damage, but wasn't enough of a difference. Let's see. What's the name gonna be? Double Shank. You guys die to Shank, yeah. Just full stop. Like, I like full stop off as well. You've got no chances. You spent all your charge. Oh, I shouldn't have had him go for his skill 3. I always forget that happens. You really think I'd learn, but you know, I'm not much of a learner. Good team. And yeah, we'll double ego you. For safety. We want Moril dead. I'm definitely fine we're never getting a Moril identity. It's definitely a little strange, but like, if we're only gonna get so many Season 3 or Season 2 identities, like, I guess that's how it is. We got a Red Sheet identity. I feel like the Sinclair one should have just straight up been Moril, though, instead of one of the grunts. Even if that still could pretty safely be a 2-star. We do have several 2-stars based on named people, after all. With stuff like the LCCB units being Effie and Soud, or like, how Mariachi is Ida.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
Oh, like, I mean, I guess the thing to keep in mind is the fact that K-Corp is a big enough, like, faction in the city that if we can very easily get K-Corp units that aren't Season 2. Because, well, they're Corp. If we see, like, an association in the season, then I don't think, like, the actual association is going to be only in that season. Because, I mean, if we see an association in, like, a story chapter type thing, it's not going to be limited to that, because it's, like, a big thing in the city. It's only the ones that are, like, actively, like, being released around this time. That's fine. And we're going to see K-Corp sooner or later. We still have no idea what the deal is exactly with Alfonso, but she's definitely evil. And she definitely wasn't built up for nothing. We'll get K-Corp stuff sooner or later. Who knows? Maybe they're gonna have like revitalized like Dongrang or something in like chapter like 24, where we go back to K Corp and they've like brought him back and like he's a zombie, and then we're gonna get we're not gonna get Farm Watch again though.
그대, 이 검이 필요하오.
A lot of options, that's for sure. Resisting this, that's fine. So it is. You need sanity, kinda desperately, alright. Well, Snag Harpoon is a net gain of, like, 2 sanity, I think. Yeah, there we go. That's what I call a profit.
아직 살아있을 거야. 그 자식은
Yep,
아직
do it
살아있을
again.
거야.
Didn't really consider the fact that this would in fact be a net loss of sanity because of the coin. Let's go. Negative 21. That's still fine. You can get better.
재밌네요.
Shank didn't do quite enough there. That's fine. Rushdown will be good.
잘 타는 걸?
Doesn't quite kill, but they're low. Alright, getting Curriculum Vitae really was a great thing for us. Oh, just honestly.
직접 나서지.
There was a very high chance that Ishmael doesn't do anything for the rest of this run because she never gets any sanity because she cannot win any class. We need her to get a kill. That's right. We're at the point where these guys are probably higher leveled than us. Because it's like, this is like roughly like either risky encounters on like the 3rd floor or normal encounters even on like the 4th floor and beyond. I think are like level 37 or so. So that should be good enough, you'd think. We'll have to gain a little bit of sanity back. We'll have to see.
재밌네요. 너무 쉽군요.
There we go. That's that. And this is this. 150 cost once again. 4-leaf clover would have been really nice for B-Song, but that's fine. Running up to staggered people is pretty good. Actually, no, we're just gonna save up for the final shop. And we're gonna go bottom path, so we'll just go straight here. Jamie missed on a double event, but it was worth it to check out the shop. I really should have just ignored the shop, though, but like, what if it was something good? Well, then we wouldn't have been able to afford it, most likely. So it was for the best. Okay, yeah, you've gained a little bit of sanity. Can you... Oh, yeah, you can do this, actually. Because if we Snag Harpoon here, you're going to clash, you're going to gain 2 sanity, roughly. But it's not going to go twice, because predictive analysis is going to be the thing that goes twice, unless Otis fails the clash somehow, against all odds. Possible. Very possible. Don't spend your charge count, just gain more.
직접 나서지.
Better for you. Makes you more intelligent. Calls you Mr. Rock Festival.
잘 타는 걸?
Yeah, look at this. 6 sanity now. Read it and weep.
그 자식은 아직 살아있을 거야.
I'm weeping so hard right now. I'm weeping so hard. Okay, I was really worried for a second because Otis's skill hadn't gone off yet, so the coin had not been used yet, but it's still remember that Otis was supposed to go first, and Otis was the one who gained the coin. Because once again, the game does all the calculations. As soon as you press the button to actually, like, start the turn, it does all the calculations then and there, and it just shows you them, like, slower. It doesn't do, like, it just gets everything, like, there, basically. You can definitely, like, tell sometimes, because sometimes you'll see, like, the game update a little too soon. Like, frequently what'll happen is if someone gets staggered during the turn, sometimes you'll see their, like, character, like, profile picture at the bottom. They'll get this, like, the staggered, like, overlay. As soon as you press this button, you'll see it for, like, a split second. And then you're like, oh no, this person's being staggered. And that's already been set in stone because all the calculations have been done already. That's how the turn is going. And there's nothing you can do about it.
재밌네요. 너무 쉽군요.
Which is really cool. It makes a lot of sense. It would be, I don't know why I say that like that's like a shock. It's just the kind of thing you might not think about. Because like it would be just kind of slow and like unruly for it to like take its time to calculate each thing is only once you need it instead of just doing it all ahead of time so that you didn't need to waste, time processing that stuff later. Don't spend your charge. That means you're going for a neutral though, that's fine. Going for a lot of neutrals this turn, really. A lot of favorites too, so... It's all in the cards. This guy did not get a tails, okay. He's staggered because of that. Wouldn't have staggered if we had the thing to remove stagger thresholds. But, we don't. Because once again, this is my bad account. That's the entire joke with the run. We're spending all our charge now just to kill this guy. Oh, he had some left. He's gonna have 2 charge next turn. I know that's a lot. Really. Busted amounts, yeah. Not quite enough to get him below a quarter. That's fine. Our cleanup clue will probably be able to deal with them. Meaning we're Quake Roundsing you. And then Dawn should be able to kill the last guy, because it's only these 2 left, right? That's what it seems like. So Fanatical Judgment does, the required 3 damage to kill. And now we get to move on to the rest stop and then the boss of this floor. Oh, allies with charge gain damage up. This is actually, like, a pretty good synergy with our Ego Gift this run. Oh, we should have just had you heal, that's fine. Because we've got Lightning Rod, everyone starts with 5 charge. Charge type gloves, so everyone starts with 10 charge with these 2 in total. At 7+ charge, we gain haste if they got Gloom skills, 2 haste and 1 final power up. And at 5+ charge, gain damage up, or if they've got Pride skills, 2 damage up. Oh, snake time. Okay, we can do snakes. Snakes aren't bad. They just kind of they're a little bit of a damage check in the second phase, mainly because you cannot trust the predictions about clashing against them. The game will lie to you. Which is kind of rude. I don't know why it does that. Okay. Yeah, there we go. And you guys hit the other one. Small guy is just kind of defending, so we ignore him. Focus down big guy first. That's always the play. Because the small guys are like comedically pushovers, but the big guys are very tanky. Especially in Refraction Railway 1, if you'll remember those horrid times. I do like how I say that stuff as if I don't, love the Refraction Railways. Despite their flaws, I still enjoyed the first one a bunch. I still enjoyed the second one a bunch. Which makes me a little insane. But, I feel like that's kind of like what I'm going for most of the time anyways. I'm kind of aiming for the insanity. That's more fun. 413. We need a strong Pierce attacks to go for. Yeah, we need, Shank. We need to use, some good stuff on this arm. And then we'll throw in, a Rightful Purge and, maybe a Suppress just to make sure. Shank flashes, though. You guys are all attacking this guy. He's getting staggered. And once again, the small guy is just defending. So no need to worry about that. Right arm... Gregor can take down the right arm. Yeah, I definitely can do 60 damage. 51 damage to be precise. Leo Gregor's got good damage output. Especially when he's high sanity, you can actually roll heads. But here we go. We get our 5 fragility. And we've got, Pierce attacks to make the most of this. Shank is absolutely killing this guy. He's got no chances. Yeah, how much HP was that? That was barely any HP. Shank was overkill. Should have saved Shank for right now, but that's fine. We can live. Okay, now you're starting to attack, so we're gonna Rightful Pert. No. What do we do on you? Throat Slit? Yeah, we'll Throat Slit. If you get hit, that's fine. It's a fairly weak attack. Yeah, 6, 13. Okay. Well, I'm going for the classic strategy of Unga Bunga and Pray. He's got 230 HP. These attacks should be enough to kill, and if not, we're going to be in a world of hurt, but like... What are the odds of that? We inflicted power down, though, with Quick Round. You know, he won't roll that high, surely. If things do go wrong. Oh, we're Throat Slitting you. We're Throat Slitting you. That's going to make all the difference. The fact that we've got so few Pierce attacks is going to make all the difference, but in the negative kind of way. Yeah. It's down to Dawn. Oh, he bleeds to death, actually. Never mind. I just noticed he had 8 bleed and a couple bleed count, which is just the couple we needed. And once again, we've got no good attacks this turn, so we're just going all out on you. We don't need good attack right now. The arm's got 100 HP. Even with, you know, just the weak skill 1 blunt attacks that are resisted, we still do more than enough damage. Flash attacks do notably more, though. Kinda sad how many hits it took to, you know, destroy that guy's arm. That's how it goes. That's just the way that it goes. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, he's got no luck here. 50% increased damage thanks to being in his second phase. We used Mutilate twice, not because it got a kill, but because of the coin. And Merciful finishes the job. Final floor time. This is going to be the worst one, but we've got a lot of resources, so we can realistically just spam our Xaniegos. Ooh. Carmilla is good too. We're just making it so we can kill the normal fights faster. No crap that's like particularly great. Probably something like this though to maximize cost from that. Yeah, that's good. Boss is either Centipede or Fox, that's fine. Centipede especially, if you have egos against Centipede, you kinda just win. That's true for pretty much every boss, but Centipede especially, because Centipede you just gotta win clashes. And Xaniegos are very good at winning clashes a lot of time, especially with people like Otis or Mersal. Mersal being able to weaken people in the process being a pretty big benefit. Actually, this is an Ebony Snem type fight, I think. Yeah, we've got the resources for it, might as well. You might struggle a little bit, you can defend. You're weak to Lust, but like, what's it matter? What's it to ya? And we're having Gregor go for a Blad Clutch. Blad Clutch? Okay. I'm having trouble speaking now, all of a sudden. Bad Clash because, these guys will probably get staggered. Yeah, they did. Okay, so there was no worry whatsoever. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. There's very much no worry whatsoever. The only worry is that Otis is going to be at, like, 0 standing. No, she's going to get 5 kills. Her Sandy's going to be perfectly fine. Yeah, she's at max sanity still. And thanks to the fact that we started with Greycoat, right? So she's healing a bunch from that. Not that she needs it. Alright. Well, hopefully you keep on getting good speed rolls, because we could probably just demolish the rest of the run like that. Close our eyes. Tattoo's good, too. Now we've got a risky encounter. This is such a funny background, because there's nothing there. Oh, I said that word again, didn't I? Oh well. What I mean to say... Goodbye. No, the background's so funny because, like, it's such a small portion of the actual screen. What's the deal with that? That's unfortunate. Ebony Stem's gonna kill that guy. So we're not gonna be able to double up. They're all staggered, they're weak to the Pierce. But that guy's at 58 HP, he's definitely dying to a Pierce weak Ebony Stem. Yeah. I mean, that's maybe for the best. Mutilate Tails, no! It would have been so perfect. That's fine. They're all dying. They actually aren't all dying this turn. We can't do enough damage. The Mutilate isn't... No, the Mutilate would have made the difference. Because then Mutilate would have killed that guy, and then you would have used it again to kill that guy, yeah. Alright. That's fine. Sometimes the perfect plan is only, you know, super really good and not, you know, perfect. Rat. I know. Well, that was an easy risk encounter. We've got a 400 cost now. Spirit Holder's not bad. Merciful skill is not the best. We can just do this, though, and then we can give you, like, a skill... Another skill 2, probably. We don't want skill 3s on you, because that's just how you burn all of your charge for very little benefit. And we go bottom path, bring that to the end. Blunt Weak. The robots. You guys are neutral, Pierce. I've got the game plan. It's a really original one, I know. Alright, it works. Okay, Tails is unfortunate. We're definitely not killing these guys with this. Maybe. How much damage will this do? 25 each, yeah, no. We get a heads here, maybe we'll be in a better spot. Yeah, that's pretty good. It could stagger. Not quite, okay. Well, a lot of them are close. Unfortunately, I've just gone with a bunch of bad clashes because I was 100% fully believing in Otis. Oh, that's fine because they're being staggered right now anyways. Yeah, they're all dead. You know, the one who isn't staggered is defending, and the one who is staggered is already dead after a single, like, flick. Like a little fly. You fly, don't bother me. We get our event. What's it gonna be? Ooh, contract. Another really good one. Especially against, like, Centipede, right? Centipede and Fox both have... If we go for, like, their bodies and not their heads, then I think we can do a stupid amount of damage to them with the contract. Like, because they've got, like, what, 1,000 health on them? We can do, like, 300 damage with a contract stagger. Assuming we don't stagger the other part first, though, which we might. Or that we don't just straight up kill by spamming egos at that rate. We didn't even need to, like, Ebony Stone. We could have very easily Ebony Stoned this fight, but we didn't even need to, because, like, we were just winning all the clashes. They're Kanto 2 enemies, so they're not too bad usually. Kanto 2 enemies can be rough and one-sided attacks, because, like, especially, like, the Mariachis, they've got, like, some strong, like, multi-coin slash attack. There's so many things that are weak to slash in this game. So many identities that are weak to slash that really could benefit from not being weak to slash. There we go, though. That works. Now we see if it's the Fox or the Centipede. If it's Fox, we're going to Ebony Stem and just kill all the umbrellas. And if it's Centipede, we're gonna just attack it, okay. Let's see, Body's the one we want to stagger. Body's got 800 HP. Okay, so we could do like a 2-something, like a almost 300 damage with the contract if we can just stagger it. So we're gonna attack you. That's the plan. We will also, Chains of Others, defend with you so that Chains of Other goes twice. Because we'll weaken you a bunch, we'll be able to clash against you super easily next turn. And we'll save the suppress until a turn where you have a little bit more speed. Which might happen, it might not. But the 5 fragile, even if it benefits, you know, only a few people, it's better than it only affecting Shank. This first turn isn't the turn where you do a lot of damage anyways. This is just the turn where he does nothing and you wail on him a little bit. You don't do the most damage. You don't do the least damage, though. You kind of do the least damage. Yeah. Looking good. Looking good. It looks like we hit both parts with thanks to the coin we hit the other part with Chains of Others. So Mersault's not going to be able to do anything this turn. That's the one thing to like be worried about, but like the body's also going to roll like garbage. What -4 attack power does. Like we can just clash like Striker's Stance and that's good enough. Against all odds, huh? We will Land of Illusion. Will hit both parts? No, okay. Luckily that can be changed. There we go. Oh yeah, for people that didn't know, that's how you force things to attack multiple parts. Because it'll always prioritize things that aren't being clashed against for mass attacks. So for example, if I do it right now, you can see I'm clashing against all 3 of these. So it's just like, okay, everything's being clashed against, so we'll just target the 3 of the same body. However, if we unselect Striker Stance, we go for Land of Illusion, it sees that the head isn't being targeted, so it goes for the head alongside the body. Then we can still redirect with this, it doesn't change the target, and we can hit both parts. Super useful tactic, especially for, like, Refraction Railway. I definitely use that a lot in order to get, like, good kills off on the Fox with, like, Sun Shower, hitting everything but the Fox. Or at least as much as I could without the Fox. Once you get, you know, later on, you can't actually hit all of them, because the Umbrellas have attack weight too. Who is clashing here? Gregor. Alright. I'll probably be fine. I'm not concerned at all. Okay, we hit the body with that too. Riveting stuff, I know. If we can just stagger you, you're definitely not gonna have a fun time. Thanks to the contract especially. How much? You've got 3. Okay, we'll be able to burst Tremor for 1. That's only 1. That's 3 count and 1 potency. Okay. Ishmael bursts Tremor for 1 stagger damage. Let's go. And she gets the fragility off for the rest of the attacks we're using. Land of Illusion beats the mass attack. Definitely a scary mass attack, so you pretty much always want to ego that one. In or out of Refraction Railways. Unless you've got something really good like a Mutilate to use on it. Yeah, there's the stagger. Look at how much damage. Yeah, 269 damage thanks to the contract. The body's been destroyed by Mersault as well, even with his -4 attack power. Or -8 attack power. I forgot. Because he used it twice. Now we need to get rid of as much self-charge as we can. Got a lot of self-charge though, so we're gonna have to see how well this goes. Also, everyone's got haste thanks to the, what's it called? Thanks to the combination of Lightning Rod, Charge-type gloves, and Curriculum Vitae. Everyone has 10 charge, so everyone gets 1 haste. Some people get 2 haste even if they've got Gloom skills. Which is just you two, but that's still good. You getting more haste than the other teammates is really good if we wanted to, you know, do more stuff with your Suppress. Now, we've already used our Suppress, so we're not going to likely get it again anytime soon. Just something to note. You're clashing that one. Gregor can probably do that better. Not much better, okay. Can you redirect any of these? No. Can you redirect any of these? No, okay. Well, then we'll one-side attack this then. Do a little bit of damage to the body. The body's got weakness analyzed. What's it hitting? Nothing. Yeah, fair enough. It's staggered, so that makes enough sense. Yeah, this guy's dying this turn. Hopefully we can clash enough times to, reduce the amount of self-charge they get too much. Although on use, he gains 2 self-charge from this, and he was at, like, what, 3? So he's gonna gain, like, he's gonna be at 7, he'll be at 14. We're gonna need to spend, like, 2 turns in his second phase, it seems. Even in our optimal situation. But he's down to 1 HP, so it'll just be a little unfortunate. That doesn't get staggered, though. Neither part's gonna be staggered, so we'll be able to clash the entire thing. Yeah, 14 self-charge as expected. How much self-charge do you lose here, actually? 10... Oh, you actually lose 14 exactly. If we win all these, okay. Well then. It's time for the better safe than sorry strategy. You definitely want to be one of the ones clashing. You're great for this. You too, sure. Everyone else is gonna defend against leftmost will redirect with Otis. And that should be good, hopefully. There's some favored, so we might get unlucky here. We might get an unfortunate clash lose. And then you just... I think in that situation, he'll end up being at, like, 2 self-charge next turn, or 1 self-charge, depending on which one we fail against. So hopefully that doesn't happen, because it's turning out so perfectly. I'd really like it to keep on being perfect. God, the point is such a nuisance. Like, it's not killing our people, but, like, it could have there, you know? If we were a little bit less lucky, if we had a little bit worse sanity. It's really good, though. Like, that, it's a trade-off, but, like, a very beneficial trade-off. Okay. Alright. That's one of the 2 hard clashes, one of the 2 favored clashes.
아직 살아 있을 거야.
And there we go. That's that. Did I miscount the charge?
언제 다
Should have still been
해치웠다.
at 12. Maybe I forgot about something. I probably did. There we go, though. We're done with them already. I can go now, can't I? Yes, you can. Otis did a lot. Fair enough. What is going on? Oh, look at this! Wait, this is cool. It's not intentional, but, like, I'm dragging... When I'm dragging the screen, it's dragging, like, the boxes, too. That's as far as I can drag it this way. And that's as far as I can drag it this way. What about... Can't tell if I've reached the... Oh. Oh no, I can still grab it, okay. I was worried for a second I'd lost it. This is such a lame thing to be so, like, interested in, but, like... Look at this. Oh, we've stolen it. It's like this. There we go, everything's normal. Oh. Oh, wait, did I just zoom in? Oh, I can zoom... It's scroll wheel zooming it in and zooming it out. Wait. I do that. Yeah, there we go. Look at the tiny little sinners. I've been doing for like 3. Okay. Funny bug. I am far too entertained by that. We only get a single weekly bonus because it's not mirrored under too hard. I think it's in Battle Pass levels too, which is good because I'm probably never going to use this account until, you know, several months after Kanto 5 drops. And look at this. Wow, weeklies, yeah. A Battle Pass level 17. We can receive all. Cool. Can I get anything like, how many, what do I have for crates? 67, okay. Don't think I can get anything like that. What about for shards? Do we have a lot for anyone? A lot for Honglu, but that's like about it. I don't really need anything for Honglu beyond like Pay Corp maybe. Well, I've got some lunacy. I can't do this because I don't have any paid lunacy. Let's do a 10 pull of full purchase night though. Why not? We'll see what we get. We get anything special on this account? Oh. Really? Alright. I called it, didn't I? Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. For the alt accounts that I haven't spent any money on, I do a single 10 pull and I get Faust. That's fine. What about this? Is this gonna be a second Faust? Alright. You really didn't have to rub it in like that, game. Here's gonna be Honglu, yep. And probably another one. No, it's Slosh Mail, okay. You know... The game thinks it's so funny sometimes. The game thinks it's so funny. Well, now I've got it on this alt account. That's cool. There we go, perfect. Sure. Oh god. What? Did I lose connection now of all times? What's going on? Is my Wi-Fi what? Let's see. Is my Wi-Fi fine? My Wi-Fi is fine. I can't press anything. It's just connecting. It's okay. Oh, there we go. There we go. Well, anyways, I think that'll be all for this time. You know, using the alt account a little bit, seeing, you know, seeing how it's like having very little to my name. It's humbling. I say I always say these kind of things like the worst possible way. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.